All right, boys. At the fight night on Saturday, the UFC announced some brand new main events and hopefully a co-main event for Miami right here. We live streamed this fight night, guys. Live streamed it on Kick. AJ Drizzy live streamed it on YouTube on my other channel, AJ Drizzy. Go watch our streams. Watch them! But we got some announcements. We got Moicano versus Duncan. We got Van versus Taira, which is not the main event, as you can see. TBD versus TBD. We got Burns versus Malott. And then we got Brady versus Buckley. That's my guy right there, Sean Brady. So, we're going to be breaking down and giving our early predictions. Now, these are still TBD predictions. We're going to be giving our early predictions for some of these fights. Starting off with Moicano versus Chris Duncan. We got the same picks for all of these. We're going with Chris Duncan.
All right, I'll start off. Moicano's last fight was terrible. His last fight was
really bad.
Dariush.
It was really, really
Ga-
bad.
he gassed in the third round at a slow pace.
Yeah,
Like, he was so gassed.
they were both at that old man pace, and Moicano, he couldn't keep up with it. Chris Duncan, he's almost exactly 4 weeks younger, as you can see with the age. 4 weeks. He's almost exactly 4 years younger. You can see with the age right here. And then he's on a good win streak. Just beat Terrence McKinney. And Moicano, listen, lost to Islam. Okay, very excusable. Lost to Dariush in the Big 25. I don't know, man. And also this win over Benoit. I know we got a 10-7 round. Kind of a fluke. I'm not going to lie to you. If they were going to rematch, I would pick Benoit every single time.
That's true. And Moicano was getting pieced up on a Benoit that couldn't see.
He was getting pieced up by a Benoit that couldn't see. I just, like, I don't really
It's not
see.
that I'm high on Duncan. It's just I'm low on Moicano.
I'm low on Moicano, too. With the momentum, Arman pulling out really fucked him over. I'm not going to lie. Because if he had fought Dariush on that night, I think he would have beat Dariush on that night. But losing to Islam, it literally just killed all his momentum. Dead, full stop right there. Hit the brakes, and there's no going back. Chris Duncan did get subbed in his last loss, which is the only, like, kind of saving grace for Moicano. But, I don't know, the age, the momentum. Moicano looked really ass. I just
I
don't
like
see
the
it.
Terrence McKinney win. Like, I feel like Terrence, he's not good, but he's a great test for the lightweights. You know, can you survive
I think
against
Terrence
McKinney?
McKinney would give Moicano problems too. I think that would be a close
I think
contentious
McKinney
fight.
would probably knock out Moicano in the first round.
Yeah, I'm not saying the
But
outcome would
I
be
do like that.
contentious. I'm saying
I do
the
like that
pick would
win.
be contentious.
I do like that win though from Duncan. That high action showed he had a good chin, good recovery, and ended up finishing him on the ground with good power, and he
Yeah,
ended up subbing him.
yeah. I mean, is it the best one in the world? No. Do I think Duncan's gonna go on to, be a top 5 lightweight, be a champion? Absolutely not. But is he gonna beat Moicano? Yeah, probably. I see a decision. Maybe he gets a TKO because Moicano's chin is just completely washed. And
I do not see Moicano going 5 rounds.
I forgot this is the main event. You're right. Honestly,
Moicano's not going five
I think he
rounds.
could find his chin. Maybe Moicano hangs around and kind of turns it into a slow-paced old man fight and survives. But honestly, he is cooked, butter. Moving on.
And it's a shitty main event.
This is a horrible main event. It's not bad for the Apex, but it's horrible overall. Fuck the Apex. Moving on to guys who are much younger than Mr. Moicano.
This is a great co-main.
This is a generational co-main event, but a super mid-main event.
This
Joshua
will not be the
Van
main
and
event.
Tatsuro Taira. I'm pretty sure Tatsuro Taira is a very heavy betting favorite. Those
He's not
odds
very heavy.
are
He's a
fucking
slight favorite
wrong.
now.
Van should be the favorite.
He's he's a slight favorite. It's not a big favorite.
Tatsuro Taira doesn't know how to throw a punch. Joshua Van is piecing him up, dude. Honestly, I think if this stays
Van's
on the
got good
feet,
takedown defense.
Tatsuro Taira is fucked, dude. If this stays on the feet, he's getting pieced the fuck up. He might get knocked out.
Yeah, we know Van goes to the body in his combo. It's so good. And he has very good takedown defense, which he's displayed in past fights. I picked him against Pantoja. If I think he's going to stuff Pantoja's takedowns, I think he's going to stuff Taira's.
Now, I picked Pantoja to beat him, but I don't think Taira is as good of a wrestler as Pantoja. Now, do I think he can get Van down? Yes, probably. I think he'll get him down maybe once or twice. But I think Van's very explosive. He's rapidly improving. You see it in his striking. I'm sure he's improving just as much, if not more, in the grappling. And I think he's going to get right back up. I think he's going to explode. He's going to get back up. He's got great cardio. He builds as fights go on. And I think he's going to stuff most of the takedowns and then get back up from the one, get back up, maybe lay on his back, survive one round. I think Taira can't necessarily keep up the same pace, especially when he's getting fucking pieced up by Joshua Van. I'm going with Van to get this one done in Miami. Hopefully, if they put a good main event in, I will be in the crowd. But, yeah. I'm picking Joshua Van.
It's a good fight.
Done. I don't know why they put him as the number one flyweight. Pantoja literally broke his arm for no reason. But I definitely think he is better than Tatsuro Taira. That I think he can do a lot of the same things Brandon Royval did. I think he's just going to be more accurate instead of throwing more volume. Now,
I agree with that, yes.
Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. Do I like Mike Malott? No. Do I want Mike Malott to win? No. Do I think Mike Malott is going to be a top 5 lightweight? No. Do I think Mike Malott is this crazy prospect? Also, no. But is Gilbert Burns ultra goober fucking schneefer washed? Yes. Is Gilbert Burns going to win this fight? Also, no. Has Gilbert Burns won in the past 3 years? No. Now, at the time of this fight, he won't have won for 3 years. He's on this, huge losing streak. Now, he's losing to great competition. Michael Morales, an excusable loss. Sean Brady, excusable loss. Bilal, excusable loss. JDM, excusable loss. It's just the way he's losing. And also, when you go on that type of downward skid, this is the type of guy you start losing to, dude. Mike Malott is getting better. He just showed an okay version of himself against Kevin Holland. I think it's enough to piece up Gilbert Burns. And I don't think the grappling of Burns is really something to be scared of either. He's not a big finisher on the ground, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Gilbert Burns. His last fight against Morales, it was a bad defeat. I think it was a round 1 KO.
It was round 1, yeah. It was like the end of round 1.
Yeah. Yeah. He took a lot of damage. His chin's going to be gone. I think over 5 rounds, Malott will somehow finish him. I think he'll TKO him. I don't think he's good. I don't even think he'd be able to stay ranked. Like he would lose to an up and coming welterweight still. UFC wants him to win this main event in Canada very badly. They want a good Canadian fighter.
Mike Malott is not their guy for a good Canadian fighter. They're going to have to get GSP's son in 20 years. But Mike Malott will win this fight. And then he's going to fight Jeff Neal or something next, and he's going to get knocked out by him. But speaking of some actually good welterweights, Sean Brady and Joaquin Buckley. I don't know why they have him so. What the fuck? They have him at number 9 and Buckley at number 5. Okay, Tapology, you need to fix your fucking website. Because Brady is going to take down Buckley and he's going to sub him. Buckley's been working on the wrestling. He gets better really quickly. I understand that. But if Usman's taking you down and holding you there, Brady's getting you out of there. You know what I mean?
And like Usman, that fight was so bad for Buckley. He couldn't do a single thing.
Now, you got to understand.
Usman took him down every round. Buckley had no takedown defense. And right now, I think Sean Brady would set the higher pace than Usman definitely in the takedown like on the ground.
So, here's the thing. Usman, in his prime, was probably a better offensive wrestler than Sean Brady is right now. We're not talking about prime Usman. What the fuck is this ad? Get it off my goddamn screen, dude.
Talking about that Atlanta Usman.
Now, Atlanta Usman, he looked very good. I think that's Buckley being bad because he defended the takedowns against washed up Colby Covington, like top 5 most washed fighters in the UFC. And then we just assumed his takedown defense was like impenetrable, but then Usman showed like, I don't know. And if Usman can hold you there for the entire round, like Usman, he was a good offensive wrestler, but he was never this guy that was like gonna, smudge you and hold you down. Like he never had the craziest jiu-jitsu. Sean Brady, I feel like he's gonna sub him. I don't think he has the same like crazy power. He doesn't have the same like zesty build as Michael Morales. I don't think he's gonna be able to do the exact same thing that Morales did, where he just has this crazy power and then he keeps his hips like so far back to the point where you can't touch his hips. I think Brady's going to take him down. I think he's going to get him out of there, especially over the course of 5 rounds. That's just enough time for Sean Brady to get him out of there in the name of fucking Philly, dickhead. I
think Sean Brady could have a similar performance he did against Leon.
Yeah,
like he doesn't even give Buckley the chance to strike.
I agree.
Because Sean Brady's striking is not there.
If this does stay on the feet though, we're definitely going to favor Joaquin Buckley. Like that's not even a question. But I think Sean Brady's just going to be so dominant on the ground that Buckley's not going to have a chance to show off the striking.
I mean, these were some pretty good fights that the UFC released. They're not good main events. Like this Brady Buckley, that's a good main event. It shouldn't be in the Apex, but for an Apex, it's a good one. Moicano Duncan, shitty main event. Malat Burns, shitty main event. Taira Van, that's a great co-main. It's not going to be the main event. But overall, it's some good matchmaking, I'd say.
I do also want to say, UFC, what the fuck are you doing? You have 2 big stars from Philadelphia, and you have a fight night allegedly going there in August. Why the fuck are both of them fighting in, like, April and March? Like, what are you doing? What if they both get brutally knocked out? Now, do I think that's going to happen? No. But it's a possibility.
It's very possible for both.
I would love to see both of them win, and then they get some, like, bigger matchups in Philly at home. That would be insane.
They both could get a number 1
fight night.
They both could get like a number 1 contender fight in Philly.
Woo!
It would be.
Give me that shit on a platter, bro. Go Birds. But these are some great fights. Let me know y'all boys' early predictions for these. Go Birds, dickhead, and see y'all later.